Hello, friends. This is Jim Frimson here again. Today is episode 3 of our program, and today I'm going to talk about, monthly expenses. I know a lot of people don't like it. Ladies, you like it? Monthly expenses are some of the things that a lot of home buyers doesn't pay attention. And look, if you don't pay attention to it, it's going to be a big problem for you. It's going to be a big problem. You see, the reasons why a lot of people buy houses and then they can't afford to pay. Do you know the reason? It's simple. The reason is they don't sit down to check expenses, their monthly expenses. They don't pay attention to it. They just go in and buy, and then just like that. Look, if you live in the United States and you have 2 children, or even one, and you are a single mother, or even both of you are married, living with your husband, but your income is not enough, it's a headache. It's a headache. It's a problem. Mostly if your job doesn't even give you opportunity for one person to take care of the kids, both of you have to work so that you can afford to pay your mortgage, pay everything. How are you going to take care of the kids? You have to send them to daycare. And daycare is very, 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 very expensive. Daycare is just like, I really don't know what to say. Daycare is very, very expensive. So you need to sit down to figure out your expenses before even you think about buying. Sometimes some people feel like, oh, they make a lot of money, so they want to buy their dream house, which is really fine. That's my job. I'm a real estate agent. I wish you to buy the most perfect, good house for you and your family. I want to see you succeed. I don't like showing houses, ugly houses to my clients. I don't. I will even recommend them not to buy. That is my job, is to advise you for you to make decision. So I will not advise you to buy anything you don't like. But at the same time, I will advise you if you are going or stepping your foot into a danger zone. A danger zone is something that you might not qualify to make the payment or to continue making payment. I'm not saying that you might not qualify initially when it comes to loan officer standpoint. Yes, of course, maybe you have a lot of expenses, but those expenses are not recorded. They are not on your credit. So the loan officer has no knowledge how much you spend every month. How much you spend every month. Your loan officer has no knowledge about that. So your thinking is you present your paycheck to the loan officer look at it and say, oh, boom, you can qualify for $5,000 a month. So they will say, go and look for $1 million house. You are happy, right? You will go and look for that $1 million house. But that $1 million house, that neighborhood, there are different kinds of expenses over there associated with the house than maybe $300,000 or $400,000 neighborhood or $250,000 neighborhood. I'm not saying that if you have to buy a house, your dream house, don't buy it. No, that's not my advice. My advice to you is that you need to make sure that anything that you spend your money, your hard-earned money on, you can afford to pay. That is my advice. That is something that I want you to know and understand. That anything that you spend your money, your hard-earned money, if you buy a house, you should be able to buy it, pay it, live in it until you are willingly wanted to sell it to move to another location. You don't want to feel pressure that, hey, you are under pressure to do what? To do what you can do. So when it comes to expenses, household expenses, I'm going after making the income. What are the expenses that are associated with it? Number one, you have to factor in your food and supplies. Food alone, if you are less as you have 3 children in your house, right? Think about children doesn't know either their mom have money or not. They don't know either their dad have money or not. They want to eat. When they go and then open the fridge and then there is no food in it, they don't care. They will cry. They will force you to do what? To buy them food. So you need to write down your food. How much do you spend on food every month? Your clothing for the children and yourself. How much do you spend? These are some of the things, minor things that mostly we don't pay attention to. As a home buyer, we don't pay attention. We don't write down those things. We don't factor in those things. We just factor in how much we make and then things on our credit alone. But these are some of the things that are not recorded on your credit. They are not. They are not on your credit at all. So it's really hard for any lender to track those expenses. It's up to you, individual, to sit down, to have your pen and then paper to write it down just to see if you can. So your clothing, your medical bills are another thing that you have to pay attention to. If you have life insurance you have to keep on paying every single month. You cannot pay life insurance and say, oh, my life insurance is this, and then I'm not going to pay. At the moment you default, that is it. So life insurance, you know that if you pay $50 a month, it's going to follow you until you die. You cannot have, like, if you want to get your life insurance, you have to know that it's going to follow you. That debt is going to follow you until you die. Okay? So that expenses is one of the things that you have to factor in. You have to factor in your medical bills. Maybe some people have conditions that, I'm sorry to say, they have to go to hospital all the time. When they go to hospital, they have, copay that they have to pay. Even if you go to hospital 2 times in a month or 3 times in a year, that expenses is there. That expenses is one of the things that you have to factor in. So it's not something that you can sit down and say, oh, I make this $10,000 a month, and then the $10,000 can help you buy, let's say, $500,000 house. No, you need to sit down after the loan officer has told you that you can qualify for $3,000 a month. You need to sit down. Some loan officers are very good. They will ask you a series of questions. They will give you a form for you to fill, to write everything down, just to make sure that they know your financial situation, so that they don't put you in a situation which you'll buy the house and fail. Like the loan officers I work with, Fulabadua and then Duncan, they are so expert in this. They will sit down with you, go through all your expenses, just to make sure that you can qualify. They don't want to put you in a house and then at the end of the day, do what? Fail. So you need to check about life insurance, disability insurance. Do you have any disability insurance that you pay? Do you have any automobile expenses that you pay? Okay, you have a car loan, right? It shows on your credit, but your maintenance bill doesn't show on your credit. Your gas, the gas you buy for the car all the time, doesn't show on your credit. Your car insurance doesn't show on your credit. These are some of the things that you need to sit down to put all together. I have a list of other expenses that you need to sit down and then write all of them down. Write all of them down, just to make sure that you do what? You can afford to buy the house. I'm not just trying to scare you not to buy your dream house, but my position is to help you succeed, because this is a country that the government will help you get a house you want. The government doesn't want you to own a house and then move out. The bank, any financial institution out there don't want to give you a loan for you to fail because they don't want the house. They want to give you a loan for you to pay the mortgage so that they can get their interest because they got their money from investors. They need to get the money and then pay the investors. So no financial institution out there want you to fail. And then at the same time, me as an individual real estate agent who have been doing this business for so many years doesn't want you to fail. I don't want to see you failing because why? If you fail, I have failed, right? If you can't afford to pay your mortgage, next time you are not going to refer somebody to me. You might end up claiming that, oh, your mortgage company wasn't good or the house wasn't this, and then the people you talk to will not even seek my advice. They won't come to me for me to help them buy a house. So my position is, my business is that to help you succeed, to trust me, to have full faith in me, and then for me to have faith in you so that we can keep this communication for a long time. We can keep this communication for long time. You see, we can keep the relationship, communication, you refer people to me, and then maybe in the near future, when you decide to buy another house, you can come back to me. I don't want to see you fail. So it is my obligation as a real estate agent to talk to you, to advise you, to guide you, for you to make major decision about it. So I will continue. Let me end with this segment here. Monthly housing expenses is a lot. We have a lot. I need to talk about it. And then next time, I'm going to make sure to sit down to talk to you. We will start about, auto expenses. What are the expenses you need to write down? And then we will talk about education expenses you need to write down, your travel expenses you need to write down, and then all kinds of expenses that you have to pay attention to. Those expenses doesn't show on your credit. I've seen people who take vacation every month. They don't have money to pay their rent, but they have money to take vacation. I've seen a lot. Man, don't come to me and then beat me. It's true. It's true. If you're watching me, probably you yourself, you do it, or somebody out there does it. It is true. So it is very, very important for you to sit down. This is not about, discouraging you from buying a house. I'm not. But I want to encourage you that if you want to buy a house, it is very, very important to prepare yourself, prepare your mind, put your finances together, make sure that you know exactly what you are doing. And believe me, you will love it. Next time I will talk about, before even you have your first baby, if you can, buy a house before. I will talk to you. I will discuss with you about the benefits. Ladies and gentlemen, this is James Fremson with Fremson Podcast. My name is James Amo. I work with Minnesota Realty Guide. I'm a real estate agent. I'm a commercial and residential real estate agent. And then at the same time, I own multiple businesses. My parent company name is Yuudle.com, Yuudle Group. And then I have subsidiary businesses. I have Yuudle.com. Check it out. I have Rackmart and Goodie.com to help you sell your product online, and then Zuli.com and AmericanGuardianAngels.com. American Guardian Angels is online. No, it's not online. It's just home on demand services for you to help your families. If you're watching this program and probably you are tired and you can't go and visit your loved one at hospital, you can't take your children to school, or you can't drive someone yourself, but you don't want to, hire Uber, then feel free to contact our company, American Guardian Angel Services. It's home family on-demand services. It's not a healthcare company. We don't practice. It's non-medical healthcare company. So if you are looking for non-medical company to help you, feel free to contact us. Folks, my name is James Amo again. Have a wonderful, 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 day. And then let us all come together to build ourselves grow. I really love you, and may God Almighty guide you. And remember, anything you do it to serve people, not to hurt anyone. If you're running a business, your business is there to help people save lives. Thank you.